Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are, and welcome to the AXELOS Global Partner Program Launch webinar. My name is Adam Cracknell. I'm the PR manager here at AXELOS, speaking to you live from London, the headquarters of AXELOS, home of ITIL and Prince2, the world's most adopted best practice frameworks. I'm joined here today by Mr. Kelvyn Lien-Hicks, Sales and Marketing Director at AXELOS, to answer some of your questions and give you more details about the partner program. So since we've announced the launch of the partner program a couple of months ago in Sweden, there's been some questions. We're going to try and cover those off today. If you have any questions as we're speaking, there is a chat pane in the bottom right section of the webinar. Please send us your feedback. Any questions, we'll try and answer those as best as we can. If we don't have time to answer those today, we will be launching a FAQ section on the website as well, where we'll hopefully cover off all of your questions. If you click in the participant pane in the top right corner of the webinar, there is a video there. If you double click on the video, it will be just Kelvyn and I speaking on the couch now. There isn't any PowerPoint presentation slides, so it is literally, hopefully, covering off all your questions through a conversation right now. So Kelvyn.
Adam.
These are exciting times for AXELOS. You are clearly a very busy man. Lots going on there. Can you bring us up to speed with how we're investing in our sales and marketing?
I certainly can. So in the last few months, AXELOS has gone from 4 or 5 people to now we're up to over 52 and more to recruit. And a big section of those 52 people are in the sales and marketing team. So I think we're up to 17 headcount now. So that's a huge investment in the sales and marketing arm of AXELOS. And there's some exciting things coming. So I wanted to cover some of our strategic plans for the year. And these are splitting into 4 blocks. So we're spending an awful lot of money and time and resources on our global air cover, as we're calling it. And global air cover is raising the awareness of global best practice, but it's also tying in the brand name AXELOS with ITIL and Prince2 and the PPM suite. So everybody will see a lot of ads appearing in things like The Economist worldwide, New York Times, The Times, FT, around airports, stadiums. There's a lot of messaging going out over the coming months. In addition to that, we're launching a solution sales team in Q3, and that is in response to the fact that we don't think there's enough work being done on the sales side for chasing the big ticket sales. So this is us trying to support the community, our sales community, which are ATOs and ACOs, in instead of getting pockets of sales within large blue chips, actually going to the top of that blue chip and putting together whole solutions. So this is a proper solution sales plan where we'll be looking at pain solution value, looking at where they're trying to go as an organisation, putting a solution together, and then demonstrating real value for the customer. And then what we'll do is we will drive that, and then we will invite our partners in to pitch to the company, and then the company will choose who they want to work with. So we're not competing with our partners, we're actually helping them to find these big ticket sales. The other thing that we're doing as well, which we've already started quite successfully, is the partner roundtables. So we've done 3 so far. We've done 1 in Singapore, we've done 1 in Amsterdam for Europe, and we've done North America in San Francisco. All fantastic events. And the reason for them was twofold. One was getting greater market intelligence from the region, because it's very easy for us to sit here in London and think, what's going on in India? What should we do about it? And then try and make decisions. What's better is to go to India, talk to the ATOs, the people on the ground in India, and say, okay, what's happening in the marketplace? How can we help and support you to grow your business? So that was one side. The second side of it was we've taken lots of consultation from our ATOs, our ACOs, the AAC, lots of different training companies and organisations and stakeholders in building the partner program. And that's the 4th piece of the jigsaw for this year, which obviously is what we're launching today. Okay,
so lots of good things happening. So partner program, obviously a priority. Why is AXELOS creating the partner program?
Okay, that's a good question. So the whole thought process behind this, and there's been lots of conspiracy theories out there which have hit the social media. There is nothing dark or sinister about this whatsoever. What we're doing is we are trying to support all the people which are selling global best practice. and we're trying to grow the market. So the only way we can do that is we can work with our EIs, with our ATOs, our ACOs, and any other stakeholder which is authorised to sell our products, work with them and try and support them as best we can to grow their business. Because the more we can grow their businesses, the more we'll benefit long term. So it's a purely sales and marketing function. The whole idea of it is to make everybody more successful in the industry, because everybody wins at all levels. So that's what it's all about. So it's providing a service to support our partners.
Okay, sounds like a win-win. So can any training company join the partner program?
Yes, they can. So we have a minimum criteria to join, which you must be an ATO or an ACO. But we're also opening this up to all training companies globally. So if training companies are out there and they want to become a certified AXELOS partner, what they can do is when they come on to join the partner program, they'll see something like, are you already an ATO or an ACO?
Yep.
If they say no to that, then the page will take them to an application form to become an ACO or an ATO. So what we're trying to, if you think of this whole marketplace, and I've used this analogy with many people, as a pizza.
Okay.
The way that I see it is right now it's a pizza that's sliced up, and what's happening is market share is moving around. What we want to do is make the pizza bigger and bigger and bigger so that there is more market share for everybody. So the more training companies we can get involved in the whole system, the better it is. So this is open to any training company that wants to become an AXELOS partner through the ACO or ATO scheme.
Okay, so Kelvyn, so as part of the partner program, there's a raft of different benefits that partners can take advantage of. Can you talk us through lead generation, for example? How will that work?
This is really, really exciting. If I was an ATO, this would probably be one of the most key benefits of it for me. What we're doing is we've set up an ATO search place within the new partner portal which launches today. And the idea of it is, if say you're in Mexico or China or wherever and you wanted to find a Prince 2 course, you can go to axelos.com. You can go to the find a training company page. You can search right down to the town you live in, and that will give you a drop-down list of all of the certified AXELOS partners that are actually in that area and details about them. And then if you click on that particular company, you can fill in a contact us form. That lead will then go straight to that individual certified partner. So we are now going to start producing sales leads and then pushing them out to our partners through the new program. So I think this is hugely exciting. And it's another benefit as well, that if people get in early, right now there is no companies in that search panel. Okay, none whatsoever.
So it pays to be in there.
Absolutely. So as more and more people join, obviously the choices for somebody to click on in a region are going to get bigger and bigger. So my advice to people would be to get in early, because when people see that now, they've got a smaller choice of companies to choose from. Okay,
that's interesting stuff. So the co-funded marketing, is this AXELOS giving our marketing budgets away, or is it, I'm glad there's more to it than that?
Some people have said that, yeah. What are you doing, Kelvyn? What we've done is we've obviously got an allocated budget for the year across all of the 4 tiers in the sales and marketing strategy.
Yeah.
We've set aside a pot of money for co-funded marketing campaigns, and again, we're really, really keen to work with our partners. We don't want to just make the decisions here, throw it over the fence and see what happens. That's not what we're about. We want to work tactically with our partners out in the regions. So we've set aside this pot of money now, and what we're encouraging our partners to do is to come up with ideas. Come through the support service, which is we're launching today with the partner program. Say, I've got a great idea. So for instance, you might be in Japan and the conversion rate, as we all know, is not too great. You might say, I've got a great idea for a campaign to get that conversion rate up. So you come in, you bring it to us, and we'll look at it and we'll take each case on its merits and we'll say, yeah, we love that idea. We think this is really going to fly. And then we can discuss how much we're going to invest. It might be that it's an event that somebody wants us to sponsor. It might be they want us to build a new page on the website to address a particular issue. Whatever it is, we will look at it case by case and get it done, because we really want to make a difference, and the only way of making a difference is doing this regionally.
And this will make it so the campaigns are more tailored to the actual end user, to the customer, rather than us centralising marketing across the world. Okay.
Absolutely.
So also, I mean, we've got co-branding as well. So when you talk about co-branding, we've got a good example of how this might work.
Yeah, so all partners that are involved in the new programme will have access to the AXELOS partner logo.
Okay.
So they will be able to put on all of their literature, on their buildings if they want, that they're a certified AXELOS partner going forward.
Okay, so you mentioned before the global marketing campaign. It's about to launch. Can you give any more details about what that might entail?
Yes, I can. So, as I mentioned, we're going globally with publications. The nice thing about how this works with the co-branding as well is, I'll give you an example of Japan again, for argument's sake. We will tell all our partners where we're going to do different bits of this global campaign. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, if you're in Japan, you'll be notified that we're launching this in The Economist on such and such a date with this ad.
Okay.
You will then be able to send us your logo, because you're a certified partner and part of the partner program. You'll be able to send us your company logo and your contact details.
Okay.
We will drop that on the same ad that goes in The Economist, and then we'll send that back to you. So you imagine this, if you're a tiny little company in Japan, for argument's sake, and there's two of you in the company, you won't have a marketing budget, you probably won't have a marketing team, you probably do stuff ad hoc, or you try to get on the back of other marketing campaigns. Well, this is a direct way of doing that, because you know that this campaign is going to appear all over Japan. It could be at airports, it could be in stadiums, whatever we're going to do. Well, then you can use exactly the same copy that's customised with your logos on, pointing the people that have seen the big campaign to your company.
Wow, okay. So it's tapping
this is
into
a
our
fantastic opportunity.
Yeah, that sounds great. So obviously the partner portal is now live. There's a video on there, so people can watch the video and get details about what it's all about in our intro video. It says on there about helping partners to pitch to large organisations, and I know you mentioned it. So we were looking at, say, your old employer, Microsoft, for example, or Google, or your big super brands. How is that going to work for ATOs?
Well, as I said earlier on, a lot of training companies have done pockets of work in these big companies, and we want to just drive that, make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So what we're doing is we're focusing on the solutions training. We're going to bring out a whole solutions sales methodology, PowerPoint presentations, flyers, brochures, all of which can be customised with a view to working at a top level of an organisation, rather than just trying to snipe into small departments. We're looking at getting the organisation as a whole. So we'll be bringing out a whole raft of measures to help people to do that, no matter what the size of the company is. And that will be sales training as well, more product training, all sorts of things. So
you say product training, so that will be training specifically around ITIL or Prince2 or Cyber, which we've got coming up later in the year as well.
Absolutely. So the existing products we've got, what we want to do is build the skill sets across our partner community. We want them to understand the products more deeply. We are currently bringing out lots of different products within the suite that we've got as well. So we're looking at a few things that I can't mention today, but there's a few things coming down the pipe. As new things come out, we want to make sure that our partners are really, really trained up and knowledgeable about all of the new bits and pieces that are coming out, the new products like Cyber. We're probably going to be adding a lot more products to the portfolio as we're going forward. We just want to make sure that everybody's very, very well skilled up, so they can have a great conversation with their customers and potential customers.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier about the partner roundtables. So we've done roundtables in Singapore and Amsterdam and San Fran. Are there any more partner programs coming up? Roundtables coming up.
Yep.
And will that continue with the partner programs? That's something on your
So for the plans for this year, we're in India, third week of June. We're doing a roundtable. We're also doing a CXO dinner, where myself and Peter Hepworth, the CEO, are going to be presenting to some very, very large organisations. And this, again, will help our partners in India. We'll tell them who was there, what we've discussed and so on, and feed that back into the partner programme. Then we're doing Australia in August, and we're planning probably to do Japan and maybe one more in the UK this year. So that'll be the set for this year. And then we'll decide next year how often we're going to do them. But we'll do them at least once a year. We may do them twice a year, and we might even do them quarterly yet. We haven't made a decision. Depends what else comes up over the coming months that takes a priority within the partner programme. There may be other events that we do instead. but we'll let everybody know when they're going to be.
So when you say other events, what sort of other events have you got in mind?
Well, for instance, we're planning to do a partner conference.
Okay.
Either the back end of this year or in Q1 next year, where we are going to have an awards ceremony. So think of Global Best Practice Oscars.
Okay. Right.
We're going to invite everybody in. We're going to have a great 2 days. It's early planning stages right now, but we're going to get key speakers in. We're going to have the award ceremony is going to be based around things like case study of the year, highest volume sold, all sorts of things. And then we'll get partners in to talk about some of the case studies that they've done. And then we'll have a fantastic award ceremony, loads of music, loads of fun, black tie job, and it should be good. So we're looking at...
I look forward to the red carpet event.
Yep, I'm sure you and I will be there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Batman and Robin costumes, I should think.
I don't know about that, but we'll see. So what are the future plans for the partner programme? I've sort of heard that there's going to be more tiers added as we go forward.
So when we started the initial conversations about this, we talked about 3 tiers. We talked about having partner, key partner, and then strategic partner. That is still on the cards. We're still going to do that. What we decided to do was to launch the programme now, and then we will have an upgrade path going forward where we will introduce more and more services which people can then upgrade to and work their way through in the programme. Okay,
so there will be new content available to certified partners. As we see the partner programme now, it's still, there's still much more to come.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. This is a stake in the ground and a starting point. So think of an Everest climb. So we've left base camp now. We're on the way to camp number 1, but we're keeping on going. So this whole programme will continue to evolve. We've got lots of assets already that have been customised and repurposed specifically for partners, which will be in the asset bank, which partners will be able to access once they get their username and logins. And we are going to produce specific materials going forward. So new case studies, new white papers, new PowerPoint presentations, leaflets, flyers, all sorts of things that will just be for the partner program, accessible only by our certified partners.
Okay. So this sounds very good, probably too good to be true. So when we're talking about a cost, is there an initial cost to register and join the program?
Well, we thought long and hard about this, because if you look at similar programs from Microsoft and Cisco and Google, Apple, those type of people, there's a huge cost for partners to join a program like this. But we've sort of taken the decision after talking to the AAC and lots of other stakeholders at the roundtables that we wanted to make this a level playing field, whether you're a big training company or you're a one-person training company. We wanted to make this equal for everybody. So we decided in the end to make this completely free of charge, and we are going to invest the money to pay for the programme instead of the programme paying for itself. So it's completely free to anybody that wants to join.
Oh, wow.
And always will be at the partner level, by the way. Yeah.
So if you do want to join, how do you join?
Yeah, it's very, very simple. So you just go to our website, which is axelos.com. You click on the banner. We've actually taken over the main website today, which I'm very happy about. But there will always be somewhere on that homepage to click. You click on that, it will take you to the new partner portal. Okay. And then there's a registration form. If you're not currently an ATO or an ACO, there's a button you can click on that says find out how to become an ACO or an ATO.
Okay. Yep.
Then it loops you back in, then you can apply to become a partner. If you are an ACO or an ATO now, you can fill out the application form. That will come through to the partner team here at AXELOS. Then you'll be sent a T's and C's form to sign, which is basically about brand guidelines, etc. And then once we receive that back, you'll be issued a username and a password, and that's it. You can access the portal and off you go.
Happy days.
Access all the training, the webinars, everything else that we're doing.
That's great. I think that's pretty much covered off most of the questions that we've got over the last couple of months. I think we may have had some questions come through. We have indeed, as we've been talking, Kelvyn. So if you don't mind, I'm going to start.
Just pick the easy one.
Asking you some questions that we've got through. So questions come through. So we've spoken about ATOs when we've been talking about the partner program. What about accredited consulting organisations? Can they join too?
Right. Okay. Well, we've just covered that, but yes,
size is fairly irrelevant to being a partner.
It doesn't matter if it's a one-person operation or a multinational training organisation. We're all going to be treated equally in the partner program, and that's ACOs and ATOs. Yeah.
Okay. Another question here. If we join, do we order exams directly from you? So will ATOs now order their exams from AXELOS directly?
Okay, nothing is changing in the processes and systems we've got in place. So they continue to order their exams through their EI as normal, and there's nothing changing at all in the relationship between ATOs and EIs whatsoever. So this is an additional service that's going to help the ATOs and the ACOs, who are basically our salespeople out in the field, to sell more, so we grow the whole marketplace. So nothing is going to change in any of the way that they deal with exams today.
Okay. Another question here is, will you be sharing any slides? So I think I could probably answer that one. There aren't any slides. As you can see, it's Kelvyn and I chatting away.
Much better than slides.
So we will upload this video onto axelos.com in the next couple of days. So if you need, and plus if you need to ask us any questions, if there's anything else we haven't covered, then there is the email address, which we'll give at the end, which is partnerask@axelos.com. Kelvyn, I think that has pretty much wrapped up, and we're running out of time now anyway, of what we wanted to cover off today. I think one last thing to reflect on, obviously the partner program logo behind me, Win, Drive and Grow. Can you explain the Win, Drive and Grow?
That is now the new mantra for the partner program, because that's what it's all about. You ask the question, why are we doing this? It's for those three things. We want everybody to win new customers. We want everybody to drive the global best practice initiative as hard and as fast as they can into every type of organisation, into governments, into blue chips, to individuals. And the whole outcome of everything is to just grow the whole marketplace, grow their business, grow the marketplace, grow our business. Everybody wins. And that's what it's all about. Win, drive and grow.
That's great. Thank you very much. I think we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, sounds good.
So thank you very much for your time. Please visit axelos.com to register your details. And it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye.